There's a divine feminine right now going through an emotional storm that is a result of some influences, third parties, even peers that are making us feel this down, making us feel this broken and just kind of all over the place. We're feeling pretty shattered. So if this reading found you, it's meant for you. Take the pieces that fit and leave the pieces that don't. So emotional storm and divine feminine are in the past position here, where I see that we're going through a lot of turmoil. We're feeling very unstable and we're feeling very affected by whatever is going on right now or whatever has gone on in the recent past. So what is going on in the present to help us better understand what this collective needs to know? So save this video to reference it for later. You might need it. With the mistakes coming out in the present, we feel very misunderstood. There's maybe a victim mentality that's being popped up in this energy and in this situation here, where we feel kind of like we're a lost soul. We feel like we just don't seem to get things right. We feel like we always make mistakes and it never just seems to turn out the way that we want, is kind of the energy I'm getting. And it's coming from a place of pride. Maybe there's an ego that we have to check here. There's some arrogance, some stubbornness that is holding us back and making us make mistakes, or even feel like we're making mistakes here. There's got to be some realizations here on the horizon, some epiphanies, understandings, and awakenings that need to happen in the future about the ego, about the pride. Because it contributes to a lot of these mistakes. We have to start opening our heart. I do see that with the pride, with the ego, we expect things to go the way that we want it to. We have a huge expectation of the way that things should go or how we have seen it play out in our head. And the moment it doesn't, we get pretty bent out of shape, pretty upset here. And sometimes we just have to understand that it is the way it is. It's working out the way that it's working out because it has to, because it just is. And often it's for our highest good, it's for our highest purpose, and it's to teach us a lesson in this time, something that we've needed to learn to harness. So learn to embrace the moment, learn to understand that we don't have to do anything about the fact that it didn't turn out the way that we wanted. It doesn't have to change. It doesn't mean anything's wrong. It just means that we need to open our heart, confirmation, to whatever it is that we have in front of us. Allow ourselves to practice gratitude and see that just because it didn't work out the way that we wanted it to, or in the expectation that we had, it doesn't mean it's bad. So what do we need to know about the past here? All right, so I think that this was somebody in our past that made us feel like things were frozen. We got no word from. We were getting stonewalled almost. And it created this obsession, infatuation for somebody we had extreme adoration for, and almost created this addiction-like energy where we couldn't get our mind off of them. We couldn't live, breathe, sleep without them, that kind of energy. And that's created by the absence of one's energy. And if they are being silent, if they are stonewalling, if they are giving no word, the reason that obsession is coming in is because they are breadcrumbing. The reason that that is happening is because they are not doing the things that we want. We need to get our pride out of the way, because I think, no, more than anything, I feel like the reason we're making mistakes in the present right now is because we are not acknowledging the way that this connection has made us feel. And we're sitting in this place of ego where we keep believing that things are meant for us that are not meant for us. We're not wanting to let go of things. We're not wanting to move into change and allow the things that are meant for us to come in for us, because the things that are not meant for us are still in those places where the new things are supposed to go. We are in an ego of believing that these are still things that are working out for us, and we need to have realizations on the future that there is more. There's more for us. There's more in this connection. There's more in your energy. There's better for you out there. There's more. And so you need to be able to open your heart, be receptive to you, be empathetic to you, and sit there and be vulnerable to what you need. This is not what you need. This is somebody that's creating an attraction off of running away from the situation. And we are saying, yep, this is totally fine. No, it's not. You are lying to yourself, and you're continuing to make mistakes because you're lying to yourself, because you're telling yourself that this is something that is meant for you when it is not. Your guides have been moving them out of the way, have been trying to, which is why this is here. But you're gripping on. You're holding very, very tight here. So what do we need to know about the present? Peace. We need to acknowledge peace for ourselves. If this is disrupting our peace, if this is something that is destroying our peace, and destroying is going to be an important word here. If this is something that is quite literally destroying your peace, you need to let it go. You need to stop sitting there and telling yourself that it is meant for you, being arrogant in the idea that it is something that is healthy for you, because if it is disrupting this peace, this balance, this harmony, even friendships in your life, and you keep deciding to stay in it, it is repetitive mistakes, and you're going to keep getting karmic lessons. So create that balance, create that peace for yourself, and stand firm in it, and do not let anything disturb it. It's like being on a river where there's rapids. There's moments where it's slow, and then there's moments that it's rough. You need to build your peace as a boat on those rapids and on that river, so that you can float through life having this life raft almost of peace, so that you can continue to move through life without letting it disrupt things, without feeling like you're making mistakes because it's disrupting that peace. And now we're acting out of wanting to create peace for ourselves rather than already being there, because it will change our decisions. When we are out of peace with ourselves, we will make the wrong decisions. We will make mistakes because we are not in a place of usually logical thinking at that time. So what do we need to know moving forward into the present? If we feel heartbroken, if we feel shattered, we need to be able to create that peace for ourselves here, instead of letting our pride sit there and tell us that this is fine, everything's going to be meant for us, this is just temporary. Yes, it is just temporary, but it's only temporary if you allow it to be. And so if you want to continue to stay in a broken situation where it's going to continue to let you feel shattered and heartbroken and destroyed, there's that word, destroyed, then it's going to disrupt our peace. But if it is disrupting your peace, you have all the possibility and all the choice to sit there and create that peace for yourself, show up for yourself, and allow yourself to move freely in this time. So what do we have going into the future? What realizations do we have in opening our heart? We need to open our heart and have realizations about something in a past life here, in your past life. It doesn't necessarily have to be a life you don't remember. It is the life now, but it's from the past. So with the apology coming out here, I think the apology is more to ourselves. More than anything, I think we have to apologize to ourselves here, because we're having epiphanies about the decisions we've made and how it's affected our lives and how it's affected the people around us, not just you either. So with these beginnings, with this try again, with this new start that we have, it is a new start at your life, not a new start to this connection. This new beginning is the ability to be able to forgive the situations you've already been in, to return to yourself with a loving and vulnerable and caring nature, and be able to say sorry. Just be like, you know what? I love you, self. Like, that's okay. We can sit there and like give ourselves a hug, look at ourselves with love and care, and forgive ourselves and start over, try again, begin anew, and attempt to bring forth what it is that we actually want in our life here. So if this reading resonated with you, feel free to double tap the video to give it some love. Let me know in the comments how it may have resonated with you. And if you're feeling called to dive in any deeper, feel free to click the link in my bio to go to my Fiverr and check it out. Or you can attend my lives, and hopefully I'll see you there. Bye!